Welcome to Lions Live 365. I'm your host, Michael Ayers, and today we are breaking down Dallas versus Detroit, the type of game that I love to watch, a game in which it's all about situational football, being consistent, finding a way to win. And today, the playoffs started early. We basically experienced a playoff game in week 14 because the chances that we make the playoffs would have dropped into like the teens. But now that we got this dub, we are in position. We are 8-5, right? If we can win out, or at the very least win only one, lose only one more game, there is a very good chance that we can make this playoffs. And there is a very good chance if we clean up some of the things that we have been having issues with, there's a very good chance we can beat anybody. And that's what I saw today, right? If we can block on the interior, if we can get our weapons out and moving, if we can do smart things schematically, we can win against anybody. But the problems are still there. The pre-snap penalties that have been killing us showed up today. But you know what? We went out there and we were converting. We were finding ways to convert first and 25s. Getting big chumps, 19, 20. The fact that Jamison Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown had an equal amount of targets was great. The fact that Jahmyr Gibbs was heavily involved in the passing game, being that we couldn't just run at the Cowboys, was amazing. The fact that we got Montgomery out there getting money, right? You got to think. Jahmyr Gibbs got 3 touchdowns. David Montgomery got 1 touchdown. Jared Goff went out there and threw for 309 yards. And to be honest, if he had a extra second, an extra second here, an extra second there, he could have thrown for 400 or 500. Isaac Tesla should have 2 touchdowns, if you ask me. But the more you look at it, man, we overcame. We overcame some awful awful penalties. That no call on the offsides. The safety was 50-50. I'll let them have that. But some of the other stuff was like, what is that? What is that? Like, the rest were awful all game. But at the end of the day, we overcame it. Pre-snap penalties, first and 15s, second and 20s, third and 11s, third and 13s. We're converting. The fact that Jared Goff, like, to be honest, man, I think Amon-Ra getting hurt last game just really helped us in a way, because it forced Jared Goff to widen his view. Like, it can't always be Amon-Ra. The fact that Amon-Ra had a little ankle coming into this game, it forced Jared Goff to look at Jamison Williams, and JMO handled his business. He was out there working. The fact that him and Amon-Ra had the same amount of targets is amazing. They both got 9 targets apiece. They both gave you 90 yards. And with Tesla getting that touchdown, he's a red zone monster. He just has to find open space, and his hands are amazing. I wanted to get him more involved, but at the end of the day, man, when you look at what we're out here doing, the offense looks great. I really appreciate what they've done. The offensive line looks so much better. I really like Miles Frazier on the interior. I really like what they did with the extra offensive linemen and how they operated with that. It was just, man, it was just a work of art on offense, man. Mwah. And to be honest, man, we got robbed out of a whole possession because we got them off sides, and somehow they didn't throw that flag. Like, 3 people off sides. What you mean ain't no flag? Right? So when you look at it, man, it was just an awesome day to be a Detroit Lions fan. Like, especially the ones that stuck with Brad, especially the ones that stuck with the stars. When if you get behind Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff, those guys have been under fire all week long. Brad Holmes has been under fire. They're like, oh, they shouldn't have picked. I'm seeing stuff. Shouldn't have picked Terrion. Should have did more with the offensive line. Should have done such and such. Like, like true revisionist history, like to sit there and say, hey, I know you didn't know Frank Ragnow was going to retire in 2025, but you should have drafted a center first round in 2024. Like, I'm seeing these type of articles, like not fan page, not that, actual articles from real media members are like, yeah, in 2024, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, 2024 when Kendall Vildor was out there, yeah, you shouldn't have drafted a corner first round. You should have drafted a center. When Frank Ragnow literally retires 2 years later, that's insane, right? But that's where it was getting. It was just like throw rocks at Brad, throw rocks at the Detroit Lions because they were 7-5 and lost a one score game to the Packers off of a bunch of 50-50 balls. Like, bro, you got, like, Jordan Love threw like 4 50-50 balls that could have went either way, and they just all went Packers. And they treating our team like we were just garbage. Like, we lost by 20 or something. Like, it was just insane to watch. But watching this game and how a lot of people that kind of buried us they have to dig us up now. Right? They got to dig us up now. All them people buried. Oh, the Cowboys coming in hot. They're going to put us out of our misery. And, oh, how they going to stop CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens? How they going to stop such and such? You know, the Dak hysteria. He's an MVP candidate. He's going to tear them apart. All this good stuff, right? All that defense has been great since they got Quentin Williams and all of that. Yeah, shut all that up. Shut all that up. We did 44 points on their head. Multiple turnovers. We got multiple fumbles. We forced 3 fumbles. We forced 3 fumbles. Actually got one of them, and then we got 2 interceptions, if I'm not mistaken. 1 interception to close the game, and 1 interception by my boy Derek Barnes. You know, underrated. Jack Campbell was a monster, right? Yo, 12 total tackles, a sack, and a forced fumble. You putting in work. That's putting in work, man. Like, the corners had a tough day. They had a crazy assignment. AQ went with 3 sacks, bro. 3 sacks. AQ got more sacks than Hutch. And we gonna have to be honest now. Hutch was hunting the better matchup. He went up against that backup tackle almost all game, right? AQM ended up being the one with the 3 sacks, though. Just saying. Not saying that AQM is better. I'm saying I think Hutch has to change his philosophy about getting to the quarterback. Like, you get more opportunities to get to the QB when you go for the harder matchup because they're more likely to leave help on the bad tackle. Like, if you want to be able to work all your moves, work your spin, work all them extra moves that you be doing and get extra time, go to the harder matchup and dominate. Myles Garrett does it. Micah Parsons does it. Move around that D-line. He did a little bit of it today, and he got to the quarterback, but he has to do more of that. He cannot always just hunt the easiest matchup on every team and wonder why he's not getting production, why our whole defensive line isn't getting production. Because at the end of the day, when we play teams with great offensive lines or great offensive line men, like the Giants, where they have Andrew Thomas, who's a dog, right? So AQM, who to me is like a top 30 pass rusher, is going up against the 4th or 5th best tackle in the league. Like, people are like, oh, AQM disappeared. He had Laramie Tunsil, Andrew Thomas, and whoever on the Eagles back to back. Like, he's going to struggle. And he's not even playing all the time. So when I look at how these teams are setting up their protections, Hutch has to take that challenge and take the harder tackle sometimes. It'll help the whole D-line, and then eventually it'll help himself. Especially when he rushes the left tackle, and if that's a good left tackle, a quarterback can get a little bit more comfortable and believe in his left tackle. You know? He might not He might not believe the bum that you rushing, but he believes in that great guy. But if you beat the great guy and you beat him quickly, that's usually sack fumble. Do that, right? But back to this game, right? Back to this game, bro. The running game was amazing, like in spurts. It was either no yards or explosive play. I don't know. This was literally a game David Montgomery probably should have had more carries, and I don't know why we don't kind of flow with the hot hand anymore. It's like, look, we're about to give Jahmyr Gibbs this bag, so Jahmyr Gibbs gonna get this ball. But Demo had the vibes today. He was out here like they did not want to tackle David Montgomery. He was out there getting money, and when he found contact, he was just so forceful, man. Like it was just, whew. Today was the day. J-Mo doing. I mean, it's just so hard to point out what was best. I gotta give Dan his thing because we overcame some crazy downs and distances today to make things happen. We overcame a lot of things on defense with those turnovers and just timely stops. And it was just one of those days where it's just like, it was a good day to be a Lions fan, man. I'm hoping I'm not missing anybody. This is just a quick recap just off the dome, going off the fields. Hey, special teams. The fact that we held down Cavante Turpin is to be commended. That's one. The fact that Tom Kennedy and Jacob Sellers did whatever they wanted to do on special teams. We had good starting position on several of those drives. That was beautiful. Bro, it was just like, bruh, I can't, like, it's just like when you win a game after the world was talking so much trash, and we found a way to win it, and it was just like, it's and the sickest part about it is that half of the people talking trash are your own fan base. Like, bro, like as a fan base, we gotta stop. Like, it's literally fans talking trash to injured players. Like, we gotta do better. I don't want to be associated with y'all. Like, if you doing that, like, look within yourself. It's disgusting, bro. It's just crazy to me. Man, it's just, man, the fact that we're overcoming a lot of the things that is occurring to us is just amazing. I love everything Detroit, man. This Lions team is, to me, is it got something to it. It's got a little extra because it's just so many. We have so many reasons to pack this season up. The coordinators, people learning, firing the OC, like taking the play calls away from the OC, losing Frank Ragnow, getting them back, losing them again. We had so many reasons that we could have just been like, this ain't our year. This ain't our year. Let's quit. Oh, Amon-Ra got an ankle. Man, I might as well shut it down. We not looking good anyway, right? Like, it's just, whew, love being a Lions fan, man. This is a new age. It's just so crazy to me that we've done what we've done, man. My coach didn't ruin my day making crazy decisions. And Jared Goff went out there and looked like he made $55 million a year. That's what we need to see every time. Every time. And you know what, man? I'ma just end it there, man. Whether it's game day, draft day, any day in between, it's Lions Live 365. Please like and subscribe.